Welcome to my new Let's Play, and this time we'll be playing some Jak and Daxter The Precursor's Legacy, which was the very first game in the Jak and Daxter series. Now I will be playing the HD collection version, just because I think visually it's just a better looking version, and it's a lot easier to capture than the PlayStation 2 one. And, well, this is what I was actually going to play before I decided to play Mirror's Edge, but then I decided against it because this one's kind of longer. And Mirror's Edge is kind of short. So I thought, why don't I play the shorter game first? Okay, and before we move on, I should probably turn the subtitles on if I can find them in here. I don't know how to turn the subtitles on. So I guess we'll just figure it out. Alright, well, let's see how it is without the subtitles. Maybe I'll just be quiet for at least the first scene.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, here we go. So, yeah, I guess the first Jak and Daxter game just never had any had subtitles. So, for the most part, yeah, I guess I'll try to be quiet during the cutscenes, but you know, we'll see how long that lasts. I might just get impatient and start talking. So, oh, never mind. They're gonna explain to us right now.
These are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So, also something I should point out. It's a pretty windy day outside today, and what tends to happen when it gets windy in my room, the wind decides to make some howling sounds. So if you hear that in the background, you'll know what it is.
For your A-grab zoomer.
And here we are, getting our first power cell. So what this kind of reminds me of is like the old collectathon style. Okay, thank you. Collectathon style games. Oh god. Like some of the rare games, like Banjo and Kazooie and stuff. Even though, oh god, come on.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion.
Yeah, this is like one of those Banjo Kazooie style rare collectathon type of games where you just collect a lot of stuff, and that's pretty much what you'll be doing throughout like most of the game. It's other than like, it's not like very overly like complicated game in any way. It's pretty simple since all you're really doing is running around and collecting stuff pretty much the entire time. But you know, even still, it's a pretty fun game to play, so it's worth it. And it also helps that I played this game when I was like really young. Like I was looking at that opening and it said that the copyright is from 2001. I didn't even remember that this game was like that old. I thought it came out like a little bit later than that. But yeah, so like I do have, oh my god, this camera is not going in the right direction for me. I might have to invert it. Come on, get up there.
This is a precursor door.
I don't remember if you can just skip through some of these things. But we'll see, I guess. Oh, I should also point out that that this is going to be a 100% playthrough, which means we're going to get 100% of the power cells, 100% of the precursor orbs, and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might need to start doing a lot more editing because if it's a 100%, I'm gonna have to be like running around doing things that aren't very interesting to watch and stuff. So there'll be times where I pretty much like will cut out a lot of the annoying stuff, like collecting some of the like more annoying to collect power cells and not power cells, the precursor orbs. But other than that, I'll try to keep most of it in, because you know I wouldn't want to just leave some of this stuff out.
Or a type of eco.
That's pretty much your life in this game.
Or one big green one to increase your health.
I never really got why it was 50 of the small ones, and it only took one big one. You would think that like it'd be a little bit different from that. Is this fine? I'm not sure. Let me try out the other camera position real quick, because I'm not sure. Where are the options? Game options? No, oh, camera options. It says it right there. Horizontal, flipped. Let's see. Let's see if I like that more. Oh yeah, here we go. This feels much nicer. Yeah, I think I like what is it called? The inverted camera controls more than that, because I don't know, I guess that's just what I'm used to. I don't really have like a way to explain like, oh, the inverted horizontal camera is a better one. I just think that's the one that I prefer using. Alright, and that's pretty much the entirety of this first level. And now we can move on to the proper game. Well, frame rate dropped.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
And here we are, starting the proper game. I think I'll just like because there are some conversations, I guess, that I would mind having with the people. Like here's one that, like, because a lot of these conversations are completely optional and you don't have to do them.
You say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer.
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Also, they tend to show you like some sort of clue or something as to where you should be headed. Like there, she told you what you need to do to actually get those eco vents opened up, and that's actually pretty useful. So although I guess having played this game several times now, I'm kind of used to like not needing to know what most of that stuff is. But I guess if you're playing it for the first time, you wouldn't really know all of the stuff. So it is a pretty good thing to know. Oh wait, there's something we want.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Alright, thank you. Alright, now let's talk to this guy. He's the mayor.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Yeah. Yeah, so they are like a lot of interesting things. You know what I was thinking of while that conversation was going on is that Kira is Samus's daughter, right? But the mother never gets mentioned at all. And the other interesting thing is that the Jak and Daxter's parents also never get mentioned in any way, except there is something interesting here.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
No, see, that guy is supposed to be Jack's uncle, I guess. And that doesn't really make sense. Now, one thing we find out later on is that in terms of what happened with Jack, the case is kind of different. But at the same time, Daxter's parents never show up here at all, and we know that there isn't anything about them that's hidden or anything anywhere else. So it's like there's like a couple of houses in this village, and none of them are Daxter's parents. So where did Daxter come from?
Hey, little furry dude! Oh. I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Yeah, so how did a squirrel cross the water and get to an island? Like, what? Did she take a boat? And if so, how did she take a boat? Questions that will never get answered, probably. Alright, a couple more villagers to talk to.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfree. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flutflut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
How does she get out to the beach like that? Is this supposed to be dangerous as hell to go out there? Man, this game does not make sense sometimes.
What a weird looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yeah, so if you have blue eco, there are some vents that can be opened if you're powered up by them, just like that door at the beginning of the game. Oh, there, let me get that real quick. Wow, nice job. Nice job. Right on mark. Alright, let's talk to him.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
I don't really want to, but I guess we can do that. First, I'm gonna collect these precursor orbs so that I can be done with the, or at least be pretty close to being done with the precursor orbs required for Sandover Village. But other than that, so that's the area you'll be heading to later on when you have enough power cells to finish this area off. Alright guys, let's get started. We can do the farmer's thing pretty easily right now. Come on. Oh no, not that way, not that way. Please, not that way. Let's get you going too. I'm gonna see if I can get both of these at the same time. It shouldn't be that hard, but you know, these things are kind of annoying. Alright, there we go. Alright, no, come back, please. What are you doing? Get in there. Are these guys just not afraid or something? Where's... Oh, here's one. Alright, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so they're not like terribly difficult or anything. It's just one of those things that's a little time consuming. Especially if you don't really know what you're doing. Come on. You're the last one. We're almost there. No. Almost there. There we go. Oh wait. There's one more that I forgot. Of course. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Alright.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell.
Let's grab our power cell from this guy and then be out of here.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, you can't really talk to them after you've done whatever they need to. How do you get up there? Oh, there it is. Okay. I completely forgot how to do some of these things, so there will be times where I make some really stupid mistakes. There we go. And grab those. Oh yeah, okay. Another scoutfly. Alright, just one left. Alright, let's go have a chat with this guy real quick.
Precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain. And
now these guys are just power cell vendors pretty much. Okay, really? Come on, guys. That's not how that works. I clearly didn't hit the wall.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell.
Don't worry. No, we'll do that later. Not now, Daxter. Yeah, so this is all about just like doing things in a I would say pretty much organized and efficient manner. And here's our first different area, the Forbidden Jungle. And hopefully this will go pretty well. I remember most of these areas pretty well, and if you don't know, you can always just pause, and here it'll tell you how to do some of them. Like, this is the Mare one, and that's the one that Kira told us about, which is also why it's useful to talk to the village people, because they let you know what kind of things you need to complete for even other areas. Because if you come in here and you go, well, I don't really know what to do at all, because, you know, like, well, what do I know about whatever is going on here? But if you talk to some people, some of that stuff becomes a little bit more obvious. I think that's about it for this side of the... We'll come back here in a little bit to direct the eco beam, but that probably won't be until we're exiting the forest, so won't be immediate. Now, which way should I start? Alright, I should probably pick that up because that's like seems kind of important. Alright, so the first one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from over here. Kind of just make my way across, see how much I can collect along the way. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if I really remember everything, but I remember some of it, so that should be enough. Oh, we should find the fisherman. Is he down here? I don't. Okay, well, he's either down there or over here in this next area. I'll check in a second. Okay, there. Okay, the fisherman's definitely down there. Probably not, actually. I don't even know why I'm doing this part right now, since you have to do this again later. Oh, I saw a scoutfly though. Alright, we'll come back to finish that off a little bit later. Now those are dark eco boxes, which will do damage to you if you hit them, or even walk into them, for all I remember. So always be careful when you see some dark eco, as you might have learned by looking at Daxter. Alright, come on camera, all the way around. There you go. Now these frogs, you can probably just punch them, but it's I kind of just feel like it's a waste of time running around here. So let's just move on. Or should I head down there and do the... I should probably be heading down there. Actually, I'll go do all the inside stuff first, maybe, and then come back out and do this outside stuff later. Okay, nice job. Walked into that. Totally meant to do that. Get rid of these guys while I can. There we go. Now these things are amazing because they give you a full... Oh, I should walk into this. There we go. Because blue eco is really required to do a lot of this activation stuff. And while I'm here, I should also just walk around collecting some of this stuff too. Alright, or just die by getting killed by that fish. Didn't even see it. So yeah, the kind of annoying thing is the checkpoints in this game are not the best. So you will get sent to some places you don't really want to. Alright, let's just do the fisherman thing right now.
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell. If you can catch 200 pounds of them critters, and then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
This is probably gonna take me a couple tries, so I hope I don't have to edit some of this out. Oh, already missed one. Nice start. It's like kind of just getting used to the sensitivity of the stick here, of how much it really moves. Okay, that's really bad. God, can't believe I started off this way. Oh my god. I remember when I was a kid, this was like one of the hardest things I've ever done back then, because it always took so long to do this. I can't believe I actually got that and then missed one of the easiest ones.
Here comes a big one.
Come on. Oh my god.
Missed.
Oh really? Alright, there's good chance that I'm not going to be making it on this try. Probably gonna have to do it a second time. Oh my god. Oh.
Steady boy.
Oh, I should probably have been keeping track of where I need to edit stuff. Great. Let's do it again. Alright, I think I got it. This time should be good. This time should be good. And then as soon as I said it, I missed another one. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Let's start again. Well, I did want to do this series because I thought doing a let's play that requires a little bit more editing might be a little bit more fun. But hey, I'm probably gonna regret this later on. Okay. We can handle the rest of this. Just have to be really careful of the eels. Oh my god. Almost grabbed an eel there. Alright.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised.
I like how the power cell
Whenever you like.
Makes it sound before he even pulls it out. And there's the best one, the alley-oop. That's the best get power cell thing.